Hello, welcome back to a training. It's your girl here, Sherunda Simone, and I'm one half of Laraun and Sherunda. My husband and I have over 20 plus years of entrepreneurial experience, so we decided to come together and share our expertise with you. So if you are an entrepreneur or an online marketer, then you're definitely in the right place. We would love to know how long you have been an entrepreneur. We'd like to know if you're new to this or if you're true to this. Either way, you are going to benefit from today's information, okay? But the first thing I want you to do is drop a comment down below because we are going to be very interactive on all of our social media spaces. Now, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, as well as YouTube, all right? We also have a private Facebook group called Be Minded, that stands for Business Minded. And in there, we get a lot more interaction and you get a lot more access to Laraun and myself. So definitely be sure to join that Facebook group as well. Okay, so in today's training, we are going to be talking about 4 things that could be preventing you from reaching more success in your entrepreneurial journey. All right, so it's definitely a journey. I think that anyone who is a business owner or an entrepreneur, you know that it is not a one and done situation. It's truly a journey. As your coaches, we want to help you with that journey, okay? Now, there is a handout that goes with today's training. We'll be sure to add that link so you can get the handout. Very helpful. You can go along as I'm talking, but I really recommend that you take the worksheet, print it off, and do it on your own time. However, it will be very, very helpful if you have access to the worksheet. So make sure you click the link, you can get it. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, just check the description box because it will be there as well. Okay, so first things first, 4 things that might prevent entrepreneurs from achieving success. Now, you may or may not be able to identify with, all of these, but at some point in time in your journey, one of these things is going to be relevant to you. So it's all about mindset today. So after today's training, you should leave with a new perspective, okay? A new perspective, a fresh perspective that's going to help you achieve even more success in your business. And I'd love to know what business you are in, okay? Go ahead and drop that in the comments as well. You never know who else might be watching and commenting that could use your service. So be sure to use the comment section so that we can all just get interaction and we can all get acquainted with each other. Okay? All right. So let's get into it. Now, most people think that being an entrepreneur is a solo effort. Okay? If you're like most people, you became an entrepreneur because you wanted a little bit more autonomy. You wanted to be your own boss, call your own shots. That sounds really great. However, with any kind of business, even a non-profit business, there is still the need for people to buy in, whether it's emotionally or financially. People do need to be invested in what you're doing, okay? Because you cannot run a successful business without other people, okay? No man is an island. We cannot do it alone. Now, I don't know about you, but when I first started my entrepreneurial journey, I was really, really excited to tell everybody in my inner circle, right? Because I just knew that they're going to be so excited about the vision that I had and how I'm just going to impact the world. And so I was just rushing to tell everybody, picking up the phone, emailing, texting, like, hey, this is what's going on. And I know you're going to want to be a part of it. Same thing with Laraun, okay? As soon as he started his business, he went to his, you know what it's called, warm markets, right? The thing about your warm markets is, you have to realize that there are different sectors in your warm market. Okay, so you have your people that are going to be there for you no matter what. Okay, for me, it was like my parents and my siblings. They were there no matter what, a few cousins, right? And some friends. And they, without any hesitation, were there to support my business. Okay. And I also had a larger warm market, some maybe extended family, maybe some second and third cousins or some co-workers that I would have expected to immediately just jump in and help with this entrepreneurial endeavor. Because when I started my business, I was in my second year of medical school. So I still was working toward a specific career, but I always knew that I wanted to have an entrepreneurial lifestyle as well. Again, I remember telling as many people who would listen, including my warm market. Here's the thing. Take notes, okay? Again, if you don't have the handout, make sure you grab it because it will be helpful. Your warm market is a great starting place for your business. However, you have to be mindful of a second group within your warm market. And those people are the I knew you when. Okay. Now, I'm talking about the people who are like, oh yeah, I knew you when, you couldn't even walk and I changed your diapers, right? I knew you when, you didn't know how to spell in school. I knew you when you were failing, in job applications and promotions. These are the I knew you when people, right? These are the ones who don't call you Raymond, they call you Ray Ray. Okay. These are the people who don't call me Sherunda, they call me Shay Shay. So in this group, you might not get the kind of warm encouragement and reception and excitement that you would expect. Now, not because they don't want to. Some people, they're just haters, right? But most people, it's because they just can't seem to get over the fact that they knew you before you were this, about your business-minded entrepreneur. So it's very hard for them to transfer that to the new goals you have and who you are currently and where you're growing toward. So your warm market is great up until you hit the I knew you when group. I want to encourage you today, do not get discouraged, okay? First and foremost, your vision, your goal, your entrepreneurial endeavors, they are unique to you. And some people might not see that. I had to come to terms with that very early on in my entrepreneurial journey because, again, like so many of us, I went to my warm market. And right after I got through that really tight-knit inner circle, I got to the I knew you when group and I was like very confused and discouraged. And sometimes I was hurt, transparency, because I was like, wow, I was there for you. I've been there for you. I've supported, not that you do tit for tat. I'm not saying that, but it's almost like you realize, I've invested a lot more into you as you grow than you're doing to me. So I just wanted to encourage you. It is okay for you to talk with your warm market. We encourage all of our, clients and customers do the same thing. Definitely tap into that resource. However, don't be discouraged when you get to the I knew you when group. Okay. Now I do go into more detail in a blog post I have on our website. It is active, so you can check that out for reference as well and share it with somebody else. Okay. On your team, if you're in network marketing, share this with your team members as well, because trust me, you're going to find yourself with a new perspective and even just remind yourself of some things that you probably already knew, but you've put them to the back of your mind because you're so focused on, being successful financially. But before you even get to that point, you've got to make sure that your mindset is right, okay? Insanity is defined as doing the same thing over and over, but expecting a different result. Now, as an entrepreneur, we know that there are certain daily activities, monthly activities, weekly activities that can become so mundane and so repetitive. And it's almost as though we're doing them, but we don't see the outcome, right? Let me know in the comment section, what are some of those activities that you might be doing that you feel as though you're not getting a return on investment for your time, your energy, your resources. Let me know in the comment section. Trust me, you're not going to be alone with whatever you jot down in the comments, okay? But actions. When it comes to being your own boss, being an entrepreneur, even if you're a part of a bigger organization, okay, and you're just a leg of the organization, it's still your business. It's still your baby. And there are things that you're going to do and have to continue to do, even if you do not see the benefit immediately, okay? So let's take, for instance, online marketing, specifically, to your company, to your brand. It seems as though, putting the posts out there and trying to cultivate a genuine community, especially in say the content creator space, which is one of the spaces that I also operate in. As a content creator, sometimes it just seems as though, you're doing it consistently. You're posting 2-3 times a week, whatever your schedule is, and you're trying to cultivate that genuine community to show up and be there and, buy into whatever you have to offer, even if it's not something you're selling, but just buy into you as a brand, right? And it seems like crickets. Well, look, there is a great book that we highly recommend. It's called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. It is one that we have read before. We continue to read, every couple of years or so, just to refresh our memory, because when it comes to doing the little things, they do add up. Now, a lot of people say that, practice makes perfect, but that's not true. Practice makes permanent, okay? So whatever you are doing, make sure that you are constantly trying to improve upon those things. So you don't want to be doing something that's, ancient, an ancient technique, if there is something new and improved that, let's say in the social media space, an algorithm change, right? So we know that on Instagram, static posts aren't as impactful as they used to be, say, even last year or the year before. Reels, right? That's what's really moving on Instagram much more significantly, okay? So what does that mean? That means that while before you might have been posting consistently with your static posts, now you need to switch and post consistently with your reels. So don't just think, okay, well, I'm doing it, nothing's happening. You still have to be aware, okay? That's where trainers come in. You still have to be aware of what to do to get the most bang for your investment of time and resources, energy, money, all of that, okay? Because your expertise, people need to know about it. Your business, people need to know about it. But guess what? If it's getting lost in the algorithms of online marketing, then it's really not helping anybody, okay? So I know that there are actions that are mundane and it seems as though they are not adding up. But remember, it's a compound effect. You are not insane, okay? You are consistent, very, very different. You are not doing the same thing. You are doing the consistent thing over and over. You are doing the impactful thing consistently. So that being said, when you're on your entrepreneurial journey, do not get discouraged. Or if you get discouraged, quickly remember this training, okay? Because it is not as though what you're doing won't add up. It will, but you have to make sure you're doing the proper thing, the most effective thing that's going to make a difference in your business, okay? So stick with it, even though it seems as though, gosh, nothing's happening. It really is. It's all going to have that compound effect in your business, and then you will get that momentum, you'll get that snowball effect, and then before you know it, you're going to see an increase in your business, whether it's traffic to your website if you're a blogger, right? Whether it is traffic to your YouTube channel if you're a YouTuber, whether it is traffic to your sales page if you're in multi-level marketing, whether it is more referrals, whatever it is, you will see an increase, but you must be consistent with the activities that are going to give you that compound effect. Now, if you are getting value from today's training, be sure to drop a comment below and hit the like button. Share this with a friend. Again, it can be someone who is in your business if you're in a network marketing business, or if it's somebody on your team for your own entrepreneurial business. Okay, if you haven't already, make sure that you grab your worksheet. There should be an active link here in the comments, or if you're watching on YouTube, then it should be linked down in the description box. Check it out. Make sure you download it, keep it for yourself, share it with your team, all that good stuff, because these are things that might take some time for you to work through, okay, when it comes to your mindset. And it's always good to have that worksheet to work through each one of these 4 things that I'm sharing with you today, all right? So far we have P for people, and then we have A for actions. The next thing are your sentiments. I am not able to tell you how many times I have been discouraged on my entrepreneurial journey. I mean, just last week, I had a moment where I was just discouraged because sometimes it's hard to deal with the bad that comes along with being your own boss. However, when I do get a success and a win, yes, I am very, very happy, and I'm sure you are as well. But I want you to think about how you deal with your setbacks, okay? When you deal with your setbacks, what are the emotional ups and downs that you deal with? Because what we like to tell our clients is, yes, definitely realize that there are ups and downs in business. Even if you're not an entrepreneur, right? Think about those of you who might still be in a corporate position or a 9-to-5. That there are setbacks even at your job, right? And so you have to really be able to temper your emotions and not get too discouraged by your setbacks, because we like to look at it as a way for you to learn something. Now, think back when you were in school, right? Think back to when you were in school. When you got a good grade, did you go back over those test answers to see what you got right? No. Did you go back to see what you got wrong? No, because you got an A, you got a good grade, you passed. So you were less likely to care about what you did or did not know. You're just happy you got the grade, right? However, when you did not do so well, okay, and when you did not get the score that you anticipated or needed, you went through each page to find out what you did not know, what you got wrong. That's how we like to look at our setbacks, and that's what we want to encourage you today as well. As an entrepreneur, as an online marketer, there are going to be setbacks. You're going to have a product fail. You're going to have a launch flop. It's going to happen. I think the sooner you can accept that, the easier it will be when it comes. You want to expect the expected, all right? So yes, it hurts. You've lost money, you've lost time, but what have you learned in that situation? Because that's what's going to allow you to pass that test the next time, okay? So think about your setbacks as ways for you to learn and do better, all right? Plan, do, review. Now, let's talk about your wins, all right? Yes, be excited, high five, go out celebrating with your team, with your family. I mean, this is a big deal here, right? Your business is being successful. However, when you do have those big wins, also temper those. Because whether you are winning or losing, you should be able to get something from the experience in your business. So your wins, even still, temper those a little bit and think, okay, what could I have done differently? Or what can I do better next time to further the success? How can I maximize the success that I just achieved in my business? Let's not get comfortable. Let's not get stagnant, okay? Just because you're winning doesn't mean now you can just back off. Especially for those who are in network marketing, multi-level marketing, you know that yes, you might gain a new team member, you might gain a new client, right? Then basically, you're back at square one. That's how we like to think about it. That's how we tell our team members, like, look, yes, you just won. However, there's more to be done, but not more so of like a burden. Don't think of it like, oh my gosh, I can't even celebrate. No, not like that. Just think about, what can I do with this current momentum? Mindset. Right? What can I do with this current momentum? Not get comfortable, but how can I make this happen again? How can I, maximize this? How can I 10x this? How can I multiply this activity to further get my business to the next level? Okay, it's all about mindset. So think about how you handle your ups and downs in your business. Remember, we all have ups, we all have downs. It's just how you handle them, and always look for the lesson in the loss. Look for the next step in the win. All righty, and finally, we get to T, thoughts. So we have PAST. Just like your sentiments or your emotions can definitely impact your business. All right, so let's say you think about your company, but the words you use to describe are very small, they're very narrow, they're very, succinct. That is going to translate into how you handle your business. So let's say, for instance, someone asks you what you do. Well, your main thing is a stay-at-home mom. That's what you do the majority of time. However, you've decided to do a side hustle, right? And after the kids are in bed, work thing. You have to speak about it as though it were an actual money-making business. Not just, oh, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I just do this thing on the side. Okay, or it's just like some hobby or pet project you're doing. No, the way you think about your business is going to translate into how you actually address and how you approach your business, and how others approach you and how they address you as a business person, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. Think about yourself as someone who makes money doing what you are doing as an entrepreneur, okay? Even if it's not currently replacing your income, even if you're not able to walk away from, your corporate job, even if you're not able to totally pay all of your bills and, leave the legacy for your children, all those things are wonderful. But if you're not there yet, that still needs to be the way your thoughts are, because your actions follow your thoughts. Your emotions are very impacting on your thoughts, but your actions follow your thoughts. The degree of success you have in your business is directly related to how you think about your business. The degree of success you have in your business is directly related to how you think about your business. If you think small, your business will stay small because you're not looking for ways to be creatively expansive. You are not looking for outlets to grow your business. You're not investing in training. You're not investing in personal development. You're not investing in business development because in your mind, this is just a little, after work project. This is just a side hustle. You've got to think about your business in a big way. So your thoughts, whether they're diminishing, whether they're negative, whether they just minimize, those thoughts have to change because your actions are going to follow your thoughts. However your business is now, it is a direct relation to how you have thought about your business, okay? The Bible tells us, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. That goes for everything in your life, okay? Especially your business, especially your health, especially your finances, but it's everything. So if you're thinking small about your business will stay small because you are not even going to allow yourself the opportunity to grow because you're not looking for it. You're not expecting it. Okay. You're not doing the work to get your business to the next level. So again, there's a worksheet that it just lays everything out. There's also a full blog post up on LaraunandSherunda.com. Check it out. Okay. I'd love to get your feedback from today's training. And again, if you have any questions or if you have any comments or if you'd like to work with us, definitely be sure to drop a comment or reach out to us on social media or through our website. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Until next time, I am Sherunda Simone. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.